Why us? Why would you want to work with me as your coach? Be that in business, in leadership, or executive? The simplest answer was one that I am absolutely passionate about coaching and the art of coaching. I'm not a consultant. I don't profess to be. I'm not a mentor, and I don't profess to mentor people. I coach people. And what makes us stand out is, I guess, in many respects, a blended approach from over 10 years of coaching in the military as a master coach, and now almost 13 years at the making of this video of coaching in the business world. And we have a very simple set of values which you can go on to have a look at on this page with regards to the delivery of our coaching. But the delivery of our coaching focuses on a set of three very simple principles of vision, support, and challenge. Now, in the context of anybody that is looking, to enter into and engage in coaching, then in the first instance, you've got to know where it is you want to go to. So we're really focused on what the vision needs to look like for you. So we understand the importance and the impacts of a vision at organizational level, in terms of for yourself, and in terms of your personal level. Let's be brutally clear, we enter into business and we focus in terms of the vision because business should give you more life. Then there is the support side of life. So our experience spans over 22 years, over 2 decades of working with multiple different businesses, from founder businesses right through to, some of the Southwest top 500 businesses. And indeed some names that you'll be really familiar with and that you'll know. But the reality of that, it doesn't really matter the size of the business, but what does matter is how we're able to actually take our experience and support you in your business, whether you're a startup or whether you're a corporation, whether you're at the board of directors table or whether you're the business owner. The fact remains that we've got support mechanisms, tools, strategies that we know are tried and tested with thousands of different businesses which are likely to help you. Now, we don't just go into a toolbox and start trying to fix stuff. That isn't the way we operate. And that leads me on to the third principle we have, which is challenge. One of the key factors of coaching and having a coach is going to challenge and stretch you and take you out of your comfort zone. So right now, if that feels a little bit alien, then just think for a moment in terms of where you want to get to. Are you going to get there by staying where you are? Now, as a coach, I truly understand that in order to get to where you want to get to, we've got to have an element of challenge. And that's why challenge for us is absolutely critical in our principles of delivery. So vision, support, and challenge. One thing I can say with some certainty is that you're not looking for new friends. You're not looking to make new friends. And I see a lot of this out there in the world of coaching where I know that there's a friendship that ensues with a coaching relationship. And sometimes that friendship can get in the way. I'll be brutally frank. You take me on as your coach, that's what I am. And that means you're going to have focus on the vision where you want to get to. We're going to support the journey and challenge you along the way. But in order to do that, then you're going to want to know a little bit about the behaviours that drive me and my team. And let me just give you a bit of an insight. So the behaviours that I have been born from a 28-year military career and have served me incredibly well over the last 12 years in business. Primarily, and first of all, is integrity. I think absolutely in terms of being, absolutely true to my word. And indeed, integrity, therefore, really does shape my approach. And as I'll go on to mention in a moment, it means that, you're always going to have an open and honest communication with me. And I may end up, offering and sharing, observations which may sit a little bit uncomfortably, because I will be absolutely integrity driven. The next one is respect for others. So I'm a firm believer that, in teams in organisations, in life, that we should have respect for others and treat people as they want and need to be treated. And actually, it underpins a whole host of how we deal with and communicate effectively on a basis of respect for others. One that is really important to me is what I would term as courageous coaching. And this links both into respect for others and into integrity, but it brings it together as a coaching philosophy for me. I'll never shy away from what needs to be said off the basis of observations and engagements that we have together in the coaching relationship. I've seen in the past where things that probably need to be addressed not being addressed, and that can be quite challenging for a coachee. That suddenly there is something that isn't being addressed because the coach doesn't have the confidence to address it. That means I may piss you off from time to time, but I will piss you off because I care and because I adhere to courageous coaching. Discipline over drama. I am a firm believer that if things are important enough, you will find a way. Otherwise, you're going to find an excuse, you're going to blame something, or you're going to deny that it was ever important in the first place. If we agree on a focus to discipline, then I will hold you to account on those elements, on what it is that you feel is important to you. And as your, I suppose one way to look at it is as your, unconventional friend that will tell you as it is, where you've probably got a lot of friends out there that maybe won't, you can guarantee you're going to get that from me. My background comes from a place of what I would term as pig-headed self-discipline. So a real commitment and drive to what it is that you want to achieve. Because for me, in terms of what drives me, is that level of pig-headed self-discipline. And the final piece in terms of why I ask is because we also believe in loyalty. Now, I don't want to work on projects. I want to work with people long term. And as long as you've got growth aspirations, drive, commitment, then I want to be your coach. I want to help you unlock your potential, the potential of your team and the potential of your business. And you will find that I will be incredibly loyal to helping you through the rough, through the challenging, through the successes. It doesn't matter. So just to give you a bit of a flavour and a taste of why us, that's what drives us. And that's what has driven me for over 22 years. Now, the simplest way for you to get a feel as to whether or not I'm the right coach for you and whether or not we can help you unlock the potential in you, your business and team is just book a complimentary coaching session. You're never going to know if coaching is right for you, let alone whether I'm right for you, unless we sit down and have a coaching conversation. Now, I'm not interested in sitting down and just chewing the fat. We'll take you through a process where we'll invest complimentarily, free, at least an hour, hour and a half of your time to really demonstrate the power of coaching. If you're interested, jump on any one of the links on the website and book a complimentary session. Have a great day.